Amitabh Bachchan All Hits and Flops Movies List. Anand was a semi-hit with a collection of 0.98 crores. Goody was average with a collection of 0.78 crores. Bombay to Goa was a semi-hit with a collection of 1 crore. Zanjeer was a super hit with a collection of 3 crores. Abhiman was average with a collection of 0.85 crores. Saudagar was a hit with a collection of 0.01 crore. Namak Haram was a semi-hit with a collection of 1 crore. Roti Kapada Aur Makan was a blockbuster with a collection of 5.25 crores. Maidbor was a semi-hit with a collection of 1.3 crores. Diwar was a super hit with a collection of 4.25 crores. Zamir was a flop with a collection of 1.1 crores. Sholay was an all-time blockbuster with a collection of 15 crores. Kabhi Kabhi was a semi-hit with a collection of 2 crores. Hera Fairy was a hit with a collection of 3 crores. Adalat was a semi-hit with a collection of 2 crores. Iman Dharam was a flop with a collection of 1.3 crores. Amar Akbar Anthony was a blockbuster with a collection of 7.25 crores. Ganga Ki Saugandh was average with a collection of 2.3 crores. Cosmevada was a semi-hit with a collection of 2.4 crores. Don was a hit with a collection of 3.5 crores. Mulkadar Ka Sikandar was a blockbuster with a collection of 8.5 crores. Mr. Natwarlal was a semi-hit with a collection of 3.25 crores. Kala Pathar was average with a collection of 3 crores. Suhag was a hit with a collection of 5 crores. Do or Do Panch was a flop with a collection of 1.5 crores. Dostana was a hit with a collection of 4.5 crores. Ram Balram was a semi-hit with a collection of 4.75 crores. Nasib was a hit with a collection of 7.25 crores. Barsat Ki Ek Raat was average with a collection of 2 crores. La Waris was a super hit with a collection of 6 crores. Yarana was average with a collection of 3.5 crores. Kalia was average with a collection of 3.75 crores. Shakti was average with a collection of 4 crores. Satapi Sada was a semi-hit with a collection of 4.25 crores. Namak Halal was a super hit with a collection of 6 crores. Kuddar was a hit with a collection of 5 crores. Nastic was average with a collection of 3.8 crores. Andakanoon was a hit with a collection of 4.5 crores. Coolie was a super hit with a collection of 9 crores. Sharabi was a hit with a collection of 4 crores. Giraftar was a hit with a collection of 5 crores. Mard was a super hit with a collection of 8 crores. Akri Rasta was a semi-hit with a collection of 4.25 crores. Shahenshah was a semi-hit with a collection of 6 crores. Agnipath was a flop with a collection of 5.75 crores. Ajka Arjun was a super hit with a collection of 7 crores. Hum was a hit with a collection of 9.25 crores. Kudagawa was a hit with a collection of 6.5 crores. Major Saab was a semi-hit with a collection of 13.1 crores. Bade Mian Chode Mian was a hit with a collection of 19.19 crores. Lal Badshah was a flop with a collection of 7.09 crores. Suryavansham was a flop with a collection of 6.67 crores. Koram was a flop with a collection of 8.97 crores. Mohabbateen was a blockbuster with a collection of 41.88 crores. Ek Rishta, The Bond of Love was average with a collection of 17.78 crores. Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum was a super hit with a collection of 55.65 crores. Ankin was average with a collection of 17.48 crores. Kante was a hit with a collection of 20.45 crores. Arman was a flop with a collection of 6.82 crores. Boom was a flop with a collection of 6.23 crores. Bagban was a hit with a collection of 20.65 crores. Aitbar was a flop with a collection of 4.25 crores. Kalki was average with a collection of 25.79 crores. Dev was a flop with a collection of 6.83 crores. Diwar, 2000 Fear, was average with a collection of 13.24 crores. Hometown High was a hit with a collection of 0.47 crore. At Tumhare Hawale Watan Sathio was a flop with a collection of 11.56 crores. Black was a hit with a collection of 23.19 crores. Bunty R. Bobli was a super hit with a collection of 36.25 crores. Sarkar was a semi-hit with a collection of 24.84 crores. Viraj was a flop with a collection of 10.07 crores. Ekajnabi was a flop with a collection of 6.94 crores. Darna Zaruri High was a flop with a collection of 6.43 crores. Babul was a flop with a collection of 17.32 crores. Eklavya, the Royal Guard was a flop with a collection of 18.88 crores. Shootout at Lokhandwala was average with a collection of 29.73 crores. Chinikam was average with a collection of 17.3 crores. Ram Gopal Varmaki Og was a flop with a collection of 7.39 crores. Poothnath was average with a collection of 23.89 crores. God Tusi Great Ho was a flop with a collection of 12.51 crores. The Last Lear was a flop with a collection of 1.05 crores. Aladdin was a flop with a collection of 5.82 crores. Pa was a semi-hit with a collection of 30.49 crores. Ran was a flop with a collection of 7.85 crores. Teen Patty was a flop with a collection of 6.77 crores. Arakshan was a flop with a collection of 40.04 crores. Department was a flop with a collection of 11.79 crores. Satyagraha was a flop with a collection of 63.4 crores. Mahabharat was a flop with a collection of 1.36 crores. Sholai 3D was a flop with a collection of 11.39 crores. Boothnath Returns was average with a collection of 39.54 crores. Shamitabh was a flop with a collection of 22.46 crores. Wazir was below average with a collection of 41.02 crores. TE3N was a flop with a collection of 19.08 crores. Pink was a semi-hit with a collection of 65.39 crores. Sarkar 3 was a flop with a collection of 9.93 crores. 122 Not Out was average with a collection of 52.4 crores. Badla was a hit with a collection of 87.99 crores. Sierra Narasimha Reddy was a flop with a collection of 7.93 crores. Jund was a flop with a collection of 15.16 crores. Runway 34 was a flop with a collection of 32.96 crores. Brahmastra, Part 1. Shiva was a hit with a collection of 257.44 crores. Kalki 2898 AD was a super hit with a collection of 294.25 crores. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.